Go, go, go. I had to change up my browser. I ain't gonna back to you. Man, what the testing, 323, 323. All right, bet it up, bet it up, bet it up, bet it up, bet it up. That's what I said, bro. I know my camera wasn't bogus like that. Let me test out this new web browser. Oh yeah, that's working way better. I ain't gonna back to you. Let me turn this shit down. Shit, shit, man. I had to change my browser up. I ain't gonna back to you this. My other browser was tripping. Uh, nah, my browser was tripping, so I've been like, I restarted and changed my browser over to Google Chrome instead of using that Windows. I bet my boy, good looks. I'm gonna send it over when I get off this.
The streets of Amsterdam were
It's another crazy day in Dutch. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all be thinking it's sweet out there, but the Dutch people, they really be getting wild in Amsterdam. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I always thought Amsterdam was just a place where the Zaza was legal. You feel me? But it's more than meets the eye out there, and that's what we finna find out in today's video.
the streets of Amsterdam were alive that evening. Tourists wandered along the canals,
They
bicycles zipped
outside.
past, and the hum of the city life filled in the air. It was a night like any other, until the gunfire started. At 7:30 p.m., 5 bullets tore through the silence. Peter R. de Vries, one of the most respected crime journalists in the Netherlands, had just left the studio of RTL Boulevard. He was known as a fearless investigator, the kind of journalist who never backed down.
I ain't gonna lie to you. When you trying to be a journalist, especially in the street politics, bro, you gotta have a blicky or something up on you because you feel me. You get involved into the wrong situation and you put some information out there that they don't want the world to know. They most definitely gonna be sliding on you just for you trying to expose their information to the world.
No matter how powerful his enemies were. But that night, as he walked to his car, a gunman was waiting. A calculated attack, a brutal execution. The murder shocked the nation. De Vries wasn't just a reporter, he was a man who'd spent decades exposing organized crime, and in the past weeks leading up to his death, he'd been advising the star witness in the trial against Ridwan Tahi.
Oh no. Oh no. If you from the Netherlands, you know you don't play with folks. You don't play with Raheem or Radim. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. And when you don't know how to pronounce his name, just know he get wild, bro. This the unspoken one. You don't speak on him because when you speak on him and he could get to you, he most definitely gonna get to you.
the most dangerous drug lord in the Netherlands. For years, people had whispered about the growing power of the Dutch underworld, but now there was no doubt. Organised crime had stepped out of the shadows and into the streets. The Netherlands was no longer just a country known for its progressive policies and economic success. It had become something far more dangerous. To the outside world, the Netherlands is a picture of peace, a place of windmills, tulip fields, and historic beauty. But beneath the surface,
Ain't the Zaza legal in Amsterdam too? That's what I really known it for. I ain't gonna lie to you. Someone told me that. I don't know if it's true or not.
a darker reality has been unfolding. For years, Dutch politicians downplayed the issue. They spoke of isolated criminal groups, minor incidents, nothing that couldn't be handled. But those who understood the drug trade saw the truth. This wasn't just a problem, this was a takeover. The Netherlands had quietly become Europe's drug capital. More than half of all the cocaine that enters the continent flows through Dutch ports. The port of Rotterdam, one of the busiest shipping hubs in the world, has become a crucial gateway for South American cartels. Smugglers hide tons of cocaine inside shipments of bananas, frozen fish, and even children's toys. Millions of euros in narcotics slip through the docks undetected, flooding the European market with pure, uncut.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. You see, if you doing stuff like that, you gotta have a lot of money, because just to ship that stuff is gonna, like, the average individual is not gonna be able to afford to ship it. You feel me? That's how you know someone is at the big boy league, when they doing stuff with the docks and all that stuff.
Cocaine. And it's not just cocaine. Dutch ecstasy labs supply party drugs to clubs from Berlin to New York. Meth production is on the rise, with hidden labs in rural villages turning out synthetic drugs on an industrial scale. The Netherlands has become not just a transit hub, but a global production centre for the illegal drug trade. The scale of the problem is staggering, and yet the average citizen barely notices. To them, the Netherlands still seems safe.
But that's because, you feel me, the Netherlands gangsters, they on different type of timing. They really like focusing on money for real. The main goal is getting money. Like the beef, just like, okay, when people playing with the money. You feel me? But they ain't out here just doing diabolical stuff, getting innocent people involved. Because you see, in America, you know, they get to shooting at their ops, but then they end up hitting the innocent people. In Netherlands, if you just get in your ops, people will feel safe. They're just gonna be like, oh, you know, something happened to him because, you know, he involved in that street stuff. As long as I'm not involved, I'm good. And that's what people probably thinking out there. You feel me?
Violence, the corruption, it feels distant, like something from another world. But those who've seen the signs, the transformation is undeniable. Every drug empire needs two things: violence and money. And in the Netherlands, the money flows just as easily as the drugs. The key to sustaining a billion-dollar criminal enterprise isn't just moving product, it's cleaning the profits. In the Netherlands, that's easier than most people realize. Drug money doesn't sit in duffel bags or hidden safes. It moves through real estate, business investments, and anonymous transactions, disguised as legitimate wealth.
That's how you really get rich. You see, lots of these trappers now on that type of time, bro. They using their trap money to just buy jewelry and designer and stuff. They're not even trying to get no real estate, none of that stuff. And that's why lots of these trappers, they be living good when they back in the day, and then you see they on the verge of being homeless now because they didn't have no good money management at all. If you don't got no good money management, you is not gonna be able to have money in the future.
Fake companies process millions in fake invoices. Luxury apartments in Amsterdam and The Hague are bought with laundered cash. Their real owners hidden behind shell corporations. Cryptocurrencies make it even easier. Millions move through untraceable wallets every day, allowing cartels to operate in near invisibility. Even legal industries are tainted: construction, hospitality, and even tech startups. Some businesses don't even realize they're benefiting from drug money, but the truth is undeniable. The Dutch economy has become intertwined with organized crime. The police know it, the financial investigators know it, but the deeper they dig, the clearer it becomes. This isn't a problem that can be solved with a few arrests. This is something far bigger, and when that much money is at stake, violence is never far behind. It started with a single mistake: a missing shipment of cocaine in the port of Antwerp. No one knows exactly what happened. Maybe it was stolen, maybe someone got greedy, maybe a customs officer was tipped off and seized it. But in the world of organized crime, excuses don't matter. The drugs were gone, and someone had to pay. The shipment worth
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That's a little too harsh. You feel me? Because you gotta understand in these type of situations, bro. You playing a very risky game. It could always get intercepted. Like shipping anything when you're not supposed to be shipping it can be intercepted, and that's the big risk of getting stuff shipped. So it's like you can't try to get into it with someone over just a mission shipping. You gotta actually do digging and diving and figure out what actually happened before you just get to accusing people. Because you feel me, things like that can just go up missing. You feel me? It sounds crazy, but it could just go up missing. You feel me?
hundreds of millions of euros belonged to two rival factions of the Mokro Mafia, a Dutch-Moroccan cartel that controlled much of the Netherlands' cocaine trade. The accusations came fast, and so did the retaliation. What followed was a gang war unlike anything the Netherlands had ever seen. The first to die was a low-level dealer, a warning. Then more bodies started appearing. Assassinations carried out with military precision, motorcycle hit squads, drive-by shootings, and contract killers flown in from abroad. By 2016, the violence had escalated to beheadings and mutilations. Grisly messages meant to terrify anyone who stood in the way. The war wasn't just happening in dark alleyways, it was spilling into the streets of Amsterdam, Rotterdam, The Hague, and Antwerp. In broad daylight, men who were being gunned down in their cars. Innocent bystanders were caught in the crossfire.
Oh, I don't know why you just said people be feeling safe in Amsterdam then. If you had said innocent people be getting hit in the crossfire, that means innocent people, they are not feeling safe out there. I don't know where you got that information from. I know for a fact people ain't feeling safe if innocent people getting hit. For sure. For sure, for sure. And we don't condone anything in this educational documentary.
Slowly, it became clear. This wasn't just about a missing shipment. This was about power. The Dutch government struggled to respond. This wasn't a conventional crime wave. This was a war, and the police were already outgunned. For years, law enforcement believed the violence was contained. Cartels killing each other was bad, but it wasn't a national emergency. That changed on the morning of September 18th, 2019. Dirk Wiersum wasn't a drug dealer. He wasn't a gangster. He was a lawyer, a well-respected legal professional with a family, a home in a quiet Amsterdam neighborhood, and a career built on defending clients in high-profile cases. But one of those cases put him on a hit list. Wiersum was defending a crown witness, a former cartel insider who had agreed to testify against Ridwan Taghi.
You see, that's what happened. You see, so basically, you telling me he got unalived because he was such a good lawyer that if someone hired that lawyer to go up against you, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be in jail. And the only option is to unalive him so you won't go to jail. So I'm assuming that was one of the best lawyers. We don't condone those type of activities, man.
The alleged kingpin of the Mokro Mafia. The witness had already lost his brother, murdered in a revenge attack. Now, Wiersum was the next target. That morning, as he stepped outside his home, a gunman was waiting. 5 shots, execution style. The killing shook the Netherlands. This wasn't criminals killing criminals, this was an attack on the legal system itself. For the first time, even politicians who'd dismissed the idea of the Netherlands becoming a narco-state were forced to admit that something was deeply wrong. The message was clear. The cartels were no longer afraid of law enforcement. They were attacking it. And they weren't done yet. 2 years later, in July 2021, it happened again. This time, the target was Peter R. de Vries, the fearless journalist who dedicated his life to exposing the Dutch underworld. He'd been walking to his car after a TV appearance, and when the assassin struck. 5 bullets, 1 to the head.
Dang.
The Netherlands had crossed a line. No longer was the drug war just happening in the shadows. It was now in the heart of the country, in front of cameras, in broad daylight. The fear was real. Who was next?
Bro, doing it in broad daylight is just so crazy. You just don't care about your freedom. That honestly, when I hear someone doing it in broad daylight, that means you don't care about your freedom. That's what I hear.
Judges, politicians, business leaders. Organised crime was no longer just operating in the Netherlands, it was ruling it. For years, the Dutch government refused to accept the idea that their country was turning into a narco-state. Yes, there was crime. Yes, drug shipments were increasing, but the Netherlands wasn't Mexico, Colombia, or Afghanistan. It was a stable, democratic country. Or was it? The definition of a narco-state isn't just about violence, it's about power. When drug cartels influence the economy.
I know he just in the had Birdie just pull out that extendo revolver. Where did he get this clip from? Where's you finding these clips from?
Control law enforcement and silence their enemies, a country is no longer fully in control. And in the Netherlands, all the signs were there. Drug money had infiltrated real estate, business investments, and even politics. Banks were unknowingly laundering billions. Police officers were being bribed or threatened. Investigators knew that the moment they chose to get too close, their lives were at risk.
I ain't gonna lie to you. When the police is getting threatened, that's when I need to go. Because it's like, that mean they ain't worried about nobody. If you could actually do that and make the police get scared, that mean you got too much power. Because the police not supposed to be scared of nobody, right? They the ones that's supposed to be protecting the city. So if they scared, that mean, bro, you better be coming to a savage, or you just need to leave. I ain't gonna lie to you. This documentary is crazy.
The truth was hard to ignore. Criminal organizations were no longer just operating in the Netherlands, they were shaping it. Some experts warned that it was already too late. Others believed that the government still had time to take back control. But the question remained, did they have the courage to fight back? Or was the Netherlands already lost? The pressure was mounting. After the murders of Dirk Wiersum and Pieter R. de Vries, the Dutch government could no longer ignore the problem. For years, they downplayed the rise of organised crime, treating it as a policing issue, not a national crisis. But now, the violence had reached the courts, the media, and even the streets of everyday citizens.
And now the Americans hearing about it. Man, this is crazy, bro. I just don't understand, man. Like, bro, why can't the world just be a good place? They're like, man, we trying to get money, bro. The world can never be a good place if money exists. That's wild.
The Netherlands was no longer just a major hub for the European drug trade, it was a risk of being controlled by it. Public outrage forced politicians to act. The government increased funding for law enforcement, expanded anti-money laundering operations, and passed harsher sentences for drug-related crimes. But the question remained, was it enough? Organised crime doesn't work like a normal business. It has no headquarters, no public face, no single leader that can be removed to make it collapse. It thrives in the shadows, adapting to every new threat.
Batman.
And the biggest problem for Dutch authorities was simple. They were already behind. For years, cartels had been expanding their networks inside the country, embedding themselves into ports, police forces, and financial institutions. Now, when authorities moved against them, they fought back, not just with guns, but with money, influence, and fear. The Dutch government launched large-scale investigations, cracking down on corrupt custom officials and law enforcement insiders, but the sheer amount of drug money in circulation made it impossible to stop completely. The port of Rotterdam alone handles millions of shipping containers every year. Even if authorities seize a record-breaking amount of cocaine, it barely manages to make a dent in the total flow.
Honestly, I personally believe like that's something that would never get under control. Like, I don't think people will ever be able to get guns under control, you know, all that moving stuff to different countries under control. I feel like certain things gonna always be around. Certain places gonna be less than other places, but that's really just based on where the area, like that area just not might be a good location, you feel me? But if it's a good location, bro, best believe no matter what you do, they will always find a way.
For every shipment they intercept, dozens more make it through. And while law enforcement struggled to contain the smuggling, the violence continued. More assassinations, more threats, more communities caught in the crossfire. Some began to wonder, was the Netherlands already too deep into this war to win it? Despite the crackdown, many experts believed that the Netherlands had already crossed the line into becoming a narco-state. Not because the government has collapsed, but because criminal organizations have built a parallel system that is too powerful to erase. Drug money continues to flow through real estate, business investments, and international banking systems. drug shipments continue to arrive in Rotterdam, Antwerp, and hidden airstrips in the countryside. And the cartels, despite all the arrests, always find new leaders to take the place of those who fall. For the average Dutch citizen,
I mean, you see what's going on with El Chapo. They locked up El Chapo, and then his people end up getting more wild because El Chapo got locked up. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes locking up the leader can make the situation get worse. I ain't gonna bap to you.
life still looks normal. The canals, the coffee shops, the peaceful streets, they still exist, but beneath that surface, a battle is raging. The Netherlands stands at a crossroads. The government has promised to take back control, but the cartels aren't going anywhere. And if they continue to grow, the violence could become even worse than what the country has already seen. So the question remains, can the Netherlands still win this war, or has organized crime already taken over?
Man, now, do I think Netherlands gonna be able to, overcome it? Nah, nope. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you and a buck with you. Netherlands is too deep in for it to for it to just stop. That might get a little bit better, but it ain't gonna stop. They ain't gonna be able to control it. Once people doing ports and all that stuff, that mean they too deep in. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If I heard someone talking about they moving ports, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, bro, you got a whole organization that's deep in, because that's a whole organization at that point. If you're doing those type of things, you feel me? So it's like, yeah, you ain't gonna be able to stop that. But if you want more educational documentaries like this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you never miss out on any educational, informational documentaries like this. Everyone inside this video is actors. I didn't know what else to say. Didn't know what else to say. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm trying to find some stuff. Y'all got any requests? Y'all got any requests? I'll do this one. Let me see. I don't know if I did this. Let's see. Oh, we see. Oh man. Oh man. You back, brother. I'm just gonna do this. Let's trap the most savage gangster. I ain't gonna lie to you. They be getting wild in London. Where we're at? North London. Yeah, at the top of London. Yeah, normally, well, where I'm from, up north, it's the nicer area. But in London, up north, they be getting wild. You don't believe me, do you? You probably think London don't get like that. But if you from London, you know what happened. But if you're not from London, well, if you're from America, you might like, Man, what is he talking about, bro? London don't get well. Okay, let me show you something real fast about London. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know what is going on right now. You feel me? Why do I not know what's going on? Because this
mob and the
whoa, this stuff tweaking.
This video is sponsored by Privacy.
I'm here in the O, but I'm not talking about O Block in Chicago. I'm talking about the Broadwater Farm Estate in Tottenham, North London, home of the famous drill crew OFB, who over the past few years about the tit-for-tat neatly stragging street.
When the 19-year-old discovered at 1 a.m. this morning to reports of gunfire. When they got here, they discovered 3 individuals who had been shot at. They include a 19-year-old man and 2 boys, 15 years of age.
First contact.
Hello, yes, I think there's been a shooting at Wood Green.
Sorry, there's been what, sorry?
I heard some gunshots fired, somebody on a motorbike.
Hello, Met Police. Someone has been shot dead at Hollywood Green Cinema in Wood Green. Someone's been shot and the guy's not moving. I've got stabbed. Where are you, mate? St. Mary's close. St. Mary.
You gotta ask them.
I'm dead.
Where young people feel scared to go to Wood Green, and Wood Green young people feel scared to come to Tottenham. That should not happen in London.
Also, Wood Green and Tottenham, they must got a little beef going on.
OFB stands for Original Farm Boys. The farm is a reference to the notorious Broadwater Farm Estate, which is based in the N17 postal code. In the 80s, this was one of London's most dangerous estates. And for decades now, gangs have been a well-documented part of life on this estate. This includes the Tottenham Mandem, an infamous crew of Tottenham-based Gs who were being extensively investigated by London's Met Police for decades. Specifically, Operation Trident, the Met Police's specialised unit aiming to tackle gun crime in the black community. But some people might argue that while trying to tackle gun crime in the community, the Met Police maybe committed a few gun crimes of their own. As Tottenham resident and alleged member of the Tottenham Mandem, Mark Duggan, was named by this unit as one of a...
Whoa, I thought he was just a regular civilian. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't know he was a part of the Tottenham Mandem. I ain't gonna lie. Looking at this picture, he do look like he probably was a part of Tottenham Mandem.
Europe's most dangerous criminals, a few years after the police shot dead an unarmed Mark Duggan in 2011 after receiving intelligence that he was in possession of a weapon.
The funeral of a black man shot by the police might imply many things. The police insist Mark Duggan was armed and a direct threat before they shot him in the chest. His family say he was killed in cold blood.
Mark Duggan's murder by the police was followed by days of community unrest / intense rioting as the police refused to accept what they'd done to the community, even sending out a sneaky copper to read a pre-written statement to explain why the killing was supposedly okay, while surrounded by angry members of the public screaming that they're a bunch of murderers.
No officer steps out at the start of the day to run an operation that results in someone dying.
Anywho,
I couldn't hear what he said. Only thing I heard was, "You unalive Mark Duggan."
setting aside the tragic case of Mark Duggan, as the years went by, many different street crews would emerge and lay claim to the territory in Broadwater Farm and the surrounding Tottenham areas, with several crews like Bloodline and Star Gang emerging who would use the colour red to identify themselves, shaping themselves around the American Blood Gang despite having no official affiliation with them. And this is something that rappers from this area continue to do to this day, with Band OK's recent summer smash Slide being notable for its extent.
Now, honestly, I seen some comments of people in the UK. They was like, nah, we not no fake bloods. We not the bloods. We just wear the color red because that's our gang color. I'm just telling y'all what the comments say. I'm not saying Trap Blue Raw was wrong because other people said that y'all was fake bloods inside the UK, man. Y'all got to let me know what's going on with that.
Extensive use of the Bloods red paisley. Anywho, in the late noughties and early 2010s, some of the people that had been involved with gangs on these estates started to form their own musical movements. Initially, there was the North Star music group in the noughties, and then the next generation of Tottenham-based rappers represented under the Star Gang. And this is where infamous drill rappers Heady One and RV come into the picture. Repping Star Gang heavy in their early work, which is why you'll see their starish branding on a lot of their early projects and mixtape cover arts. But this was before UK drill was even a thing, and back in the 2010s, Heady, RV, and the other OFB pioneers were doing what's called road rap, a subgenre of British gangster rap where UK rappers would rap over American beats, spitting facts about the gritty realities of life on the streets where they're from. Problem is,
hey, hold on, I just thought about it, bro. So you know how we be like, oh yeah, that's some UK drill stuff. Do y'all be like, that's American drill? Like, oh yeah, they on some American drill stuff. Do y'all be saying that? I just really have to think about it because everybody be talking about UK drill, UK drill. But do y'all say American drill?
The booming UK drill sound that everyone around the world can't get enough of hadn't been invented then. So Headie One wouldn't truly flourish as a rapper for many years, because his time doing road rap with the Star Gang would be cut short when he was caught in 2014 with over £30,000 of smack and crack. This left Headie One being sentenced to a 30-month stint in jail, but while he was away, another Broadwater Farm rap legend emerged. The deep-voiced driller that some people call the original Pop Smoke, Abracadabra, would pick up the mic and start rapping, releasing his hit song Robbery. This track would get an all-star UK remix from British rap legends Krept and Conan, with that remix sitting today at a healthy 26 million.
Is he really the original Pop Smoke? Or is y'all UK people just saying, oh, since he sound like Pop Smoke and he started rapping before Pop Smoke, he the original Pop Smoke? Because I don't think he is the original Pop Smoke, bro. Don't play like that. I'm finna bug up with y'all now. And I wasn't even trying to bug up with y'all today.
Views, with Abra evolving beyond the Star Gang moniker that had been popular on the Broadwater estate before, forming the new musical crew Unto Nation. But this was 2016, and around this time UK drill was just beginning to find its signature sound. And things would go to the next level musically in 2017 when Headie One was released from jail. Reuniting with his day one homie RV, beginning to drop back-to-back drill bangers and freestyles under the collective name OFB, and the 2017 Tim Westwood OFB Crib Session freestyle set would introduce fans to a whole raft of rapping OFB members, many of whom would go on to drop classic songs of their own right. This includes people like Low Key and Kush, and waiting in the wings was a lineup of elite teenage drill rap.
Wait, Low Key. Oh, that's not the same Loki. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Oh, Low Ski and Loki. I mixed up the name. My bad.
Just waiting for their opportunity to jump on the mic too, and eventually the world would be introduced to the OFB youngers. People like Boogie B, Band OK, who was actually Mark Duggan's son.
Boogie B? Hold up, bro. So it's a Digger D, Central C, Booger B. What else? What else do y'all got at this point?
Double L's and SJ. I mean, I swear, I don't know how they keep finding rappers on this estate. It's like Pokemon Gold. I'm out here.
Why you say it like that? Like SJ just sounds like a regular guy. He'd be like, an SJ. Dang, that's crazy.
They're trying to catch them all. And as time went on, we would see more and more OFB rappers introduced to the public conversation. Ispop, Desi, Trapo, Brads, D-Sav, Axe. I mean, I'm sorry if I've forgotten any of you.
Dang, there's a lot of people that I don't know up on this screen right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know none of these UK rappers, bro. How come Central C now on the screen? They're gonna be like, bro, this that American stuff. No, I actually heard of double L's before.
But there really is a lot of OFB rappers. And I know that some of the ops like to say OFB has too much rappers, but when they're all this talented, I say hell, keep them coming. But interestingly enough, OFB aren't the only tough guys around Tottenham, as historically, they have been linked to another
He said tough guys around Tottenham. That don't sound very tough, I ain't gonna lie, just letting you know.
Terrifying group in the area known as NPK, or the Northumberland Park Killers. NPK are a crew hailing from Northumberland Park and around Park Lane. The area they're from seems the same Tottenham N17 postcode as OFB, with Northumberland Park train station only about 10 minutes away.
Hey, is Lil Russia like that? Because I'm looking at Lil Russia, I'm be like, man, it sound like they be getting wild in Lil Russia. Is Lil Russia the ones that be having the Russians? I mean, the Russians? Y'all remember, because I heard that y'all be calling y'all Blicks Russians. Yeah, I remember about that UK slang.
From Broadwater Farm on Ped, but another difference with MPK is that they rock purple bandanas instead of red, distinguishing them from the blood-inspired sets in nearby areas. But don't get the colour difference twisted. This group has a long heritage of association with the red bandana Tottenham crews, formerly being considered a part of the Tottenham Mandem crew back in the day, eventually.
So this is why people said that they ain't really Bloods for real, that's just their colour. Okay, I mean, I could kind of understand why people said, yeah, they ain't really fake Bloods, that's just their color, because it's like, some people just got the color red, some people got the color blue, you feel me? You just can't say, oh yeah, the color red is specifically for people that's blood, you feel me? They can make their own little stuff, and they be like, man, our color red, you feel me? And that's that! You feel me?
MPK branched off and started their own group, and just like Back and Not Nice, MPK really did live up to their name back in the day. It's been said that MPK-based affiliates in the Tottenham area had something to do with the 2007 murder of Gary Guthrie outside of a nightclub, and they had a vicious early beef with Edmonton-based group the Shank Stars. With the beef getting so out of hand, several members were put behind bars in the late noughties, but we're going to get into that feud in detail shortly. What's really important to know is that just like OFB, the younger generations of rappers that rep MPK would go on to release drill music, with the most notable crew emerging from this area rapping under the name Sin Squad, with their most high-profile rappers being GP, aka Gunner Pumps, KK, LR, Bully B, Unks, Tugger, who is actually SJ's half-brother, Stewie, M-Loose, Sneaks, Shems, Trills, and Osav. A lot of these guys were close to OFB rappers growing up, and as we'll see as the story goes on, they would end up riding together on more than just tracks, with a murder carried out by members of both OFB and MPK, leading to a
not cool. We don't condone anything inside these videos.
bitter split between the former group of friends, a feud which will get very ugly indeed. But before we move on to the next section, I also just want to say that there's another crew called AP from Enfield, aka Skengfield, with Ordnance Road being a prominent street in this area, and if you listen to music by rappers from Wood Green or Edmonton, you might hear them dissing this area in their music. And you might also hear about a group called TPL, which is Turnpike Lane, another separate crew who tend to have beef with OFB, and do have some pretty good rappers as part of their lineup, but for the sake of simplicity, we're not really going to get into AP, TPL, or any other crews in this video, just so it's easier to understand. Anywho, now you know about OFB and MPK, the red and purple rocking crews from Tottenham, it's time to find out about their sworn enemies who we will be focusing on in this video. A couple of crews who come together under the colour green to wage war on anybody from Tottenham.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
So everybody just got colors and stuff, as I see. Alright, I'm understanding now. The color thing, bro, is just like California, bro. People can't wear certain colors because y'all want to take up all the colors for y'all gangs. Can y'all leave some colors for the civilians? Please and thank you.
Sponsored by privacy. Protect your identity. Their virtual card is amazing. Avoiding bad entities. Viva, Arriba. Shopping online with my card, no visa. Then all these scammers appear, looking at my details, trying to steal them. Privacy, hit them with a virtual card. Replace the digits with stars. Bank information hidden. Stealing my details gonna be hard. I got more than $1 million in savings, so I gotta use privacy on my card so the ops don't come through and take it. Privacy account, go make it. And you can pause your account in a second. So unwanted charges don't get in. Make a new card in one click. Check out filled out by browser extension. It saves you racks and gives you peace of mind. Prevent card fraud, stay safe online. Make sure you're not switched or billed twice, cause these sites are sly. You can make your spends limited, so a free trial don't charge infinite. So when you sign up, no need to cancel, just let privacy finish it. So you wanna try Spotify Premium, but you want it for
I'm sorry I just made y'all listen to this when I wasn't even listening to this, but it's like, bro, as soon as I heard that, my first reaction was to take off the headset and just walk away, bro. I took that opportunity to go get some stuff I needed to get, you feel me, while y'all sit there and just had to suffer. I'm sorry.
free, so devious. Sign up with a spending limit of just virtual cards. So head to privacy.com/track my first purchase.
Who paid Birdie to do that? I ain't gonna lie to you. You see, now I probably would have checked out the little promo thing, but after hearing that, I am not checking that at all, bro. I'm sorry, bro. He just messed up the promo for y'all.
Also around 10 minutes away from Broadwater Farm is an area called Wood Green, and the gang that historically runs things in this area is known as MOB, or Money Over Bitches. The Wood Green mob are based in the N22 postcode, which is why they're also sometimes referred to as the 22 or 22 mob, or just the twos, with the important landmarks in the area being the estates around Commerce Road and the Sky City estate, a strange residential complex in the sky built on top of a Wood Green shopping mall. Wood Green is an area historically much more focused on street activity than music. Originating as the Wood Green firm in the 90s, back in the day the youths in this area were much more interested in robbing than drilling or rapping, with the 2002 Wood Green robbery crew getting hit with heavy sentences after a ruthless mugging campaign in the area, where the court was told members of the gang were willing to pull shanks for as little as £1.
£1. Bro, that means you just don't care about your life. You don't got nothing to lose. You don't got anything going in your life right now. You don't got nothing going on, so you'll literally throw it away for $1. That's crazy. That's diabolical. Just We don't condone any of those activities.
And apparently this crack crew of armed robbers was so good at their jobs that it was reported that street crime in the area went down by a whopping 33% after their conviction. Now, the Wood Green mob didn't originally have a feud with groups from Tottenham until the end of the mid-noughties, where a series of tit-for-tat violent clashes saw Wood Green and Tottenham members hating each other. But again, we'll get into that as the story goes on. Ultimately, the young tough guys from Wood Green were pretty fearless and weren't afraid of having beef with anyone no matter where they're from, with the Wood Green mob ending up in violent feuds with crews all over London, including AP from Enfield, 8th from Hornsey, 9th Street, and Hoxton gangs in the N1 postcode, just to name a few. Now, those feuds aren't super important to this story, but there is one big name that is going to be super relevant to what's going to go down in this video, and that name belongs to the infamous Wood Green gang member Lamps, aka Dip Dat, aka Dipper Dan.
It sounds like he said something else, I ain't gonna lie to you, but do your research on Lamps really being from the streets. I ain't gonna bap to you. Lamps was one of the crash outs for sure, bro. I know about him.
Supposedly feared member that put in a lot of work on the streets for the gang. Story goes, Lamps was a Wood Green bully with ops in Tottenham and far beyond, apparently living in fear of him pulling up on their block. And hell, if this footage is anything to go by, it looked like he had the police quaking in their boots too.
Shut up, bruv. Shut up, bro. Shut up, bro.
Did he just tell the police to shut? Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, but that's because lots of them police, they don't be having blicks. I ain't gonna back to you. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, bro. Y'all should not be feeling safe when y'all police is out here walking around with batons and no blicks. And y'all always comment, oh yeah, certain police got blicks. Well, those police I don't be seeing walking around. I be seeing the ones with the sticks walking around. So what am I supposed to think?
Now, around 25 minutes away from Wood Green, on the other side of Tottenham, is Edmonton Green. Edmonton is in the N9 postcode, with the G's from this area referring to themselves as N9 or the Niners. Not to be confused with another set of Niners over in Homerton, shout out Unknown T. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of different sets coming out of Edmonton, and much like the other crews that we've discussed in this video so far, the Niners heritage has evolved from other street gangs that ran Edmonton decades ago called the Edmonton Mandem or the Edmonton Firm. Out of this crew,
that is called evolution,
would emerge a younger generation of ruthless knife men who ended up with the nickname Shank Stars. Apparently these guys were so regularly using knives and shanks that the entire area of Edmonton was even referred to as Shanktown because people were so scared of knife crime in the area. And affiliates of the group who rapped even released early music under the banner of Shank Stars. But in the modern day, the most significant crews coming out of Edmonton represent N9. But more importantly, N9 also spawned arguably the biggest UK drill artist to ever come out of this country, Tion Wayne, who was road rapping back with his N9 homie Caution all the way back in 2010, with Tion just beginning to make waves in the
2010. Oh, that's Unknown for sure.
British rap scene in the mid-2010s along with his right-hand man, Turner. Now there's a whole bunch of other 9 boys who have touched the mic on and off over the years, many of whom you can see in the 2015 N9 Tim Westwood Crib session, including people like Terminator. Another rapper that has to get an honourable mention from the area is A1 from the 9, even though he said I was going to get shot on Instagram. But in modern day drill, aside from Tion and Turner, the hottest thing coming out of Edmonton is the youngest set of drill rappers who go by the name 3x3, which if you're a true internet detective, you'll realise quickly adds up to 9. I bet that really keeps the cops off their tail. I mean, I'm trying to gangbang, not have a maths test. Anyway, there's a handful of 3x3 rappers who are making a lot of noise recently.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That be blowing me, bro, because them gangs be thinking they so slick coming up with these little names. And then they literally go on the interview. Yeah, so, you know, we from the 9. And 6 times means 3 times 3 equal 9. They say all this stuff on the internet, and then they be surprised that the gangs and stuff know about what they doing.
Particularly E1, another green bandana rocking rapper who seemingly has zero fear of the police.
Keep it stepping, keep it stepping, keep it stepping. Get the fuck off the block! Get the fuck off the block! I want you in that fucking vehicle now!
Ain't no way, bro. American can talk to the police like that and not have no consequences. I ain't gonna lie to you. He literally talking to them like a drunk stepdad. I'm not gonna bap to you, bro. You can't just be talking like that to 12 anywhere.
Now!
Mate, if you come in, you
get in there! Oi, open up! That door, open that door!
Then of course there's ZT, the self-proclaimed CSS chest shot specialist, because you know, he'll shank you in the chest. Now 3x3 and the 9 have other rappers that are affiliated with the area, and apologies to anyone from Edmonton who didn't get a mention, but you know how it goes, there's too many names. So,
but do y'all think people really would get mad that they not mentioned inside a Trap Blue Raw video? Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I honestly I think they would be happy that they're not getting mentioned in Trap Blue Raw video, you feel me? But some people do be wanting that internet credit. Like, man, I really be putting in work for the hood. I really was expecting myself to be inside this Trap Blue Raw video. I ain't gonna lie to you. Do y'all think gang members really want to be on Trap Blue Raw videos, or you think they don't like making the cut?
So let's take a closer look at some of the events that caused the decades-long deadly war between Tottenham and Edmonton.
Oh, it's getting deep.
So the war between Tottenham and the Greens has been going on for literally decades. And as a result of the violence spilling out on the streets, the feud is very well known to the police.
What we do know is there is a long-standing and very violent feud between gangs in Wood Green and a rival gang in the Tottenham area.
However, recently with the rise of social media and the popularity of drill music, people on the internet have never been so desperate to find out what's actually going on in the streets between these two warring groups. Many scoreboard videos are floating around the internet, claiming to detail the many shootings and stabbings that have gone down between specific members of these groups, usually based on rumors from internet forums, but this isn't that kind of video. Instead today, we're going to be taking an overall look at all of the most serious incidents in these areas that at least made it to the news or social media, following along how the war on the street ended up spawning several rappers from each area who would go on to give detail about the beef in the streets in lyrics of their music. Now, much like we've discussed in videos about the deadly gang wars in Chicago and Jacksonville in the past, this beef started as simply as just teenagers from these two different areas having after-school fistfights back in the early noughties, with these fistfights eventually escalating.
Why do he say 90s like that, dude? Everybody in the UK say 90s.
Into knife fights, and unfortunately from there it didn't take long for firearms to enter the mix, and soon the clashes between these two groups would become deadly. A big escalation came in 2005 when an MPK member was attacked and stabbed by 4 shank stars at a Texaco gas station, being left with serious injuries. This led to numerous mass brawls and tit for tat.
Dang, y'all got Texaco gas stations in the UK? I thought that was just in America.
And violence in the area, and so while the MPK and the Edmonton Shank Stars are warring, so too are Tottenham Star Gang warring with the Wood Green mob. In fact, it was reported that around 20 violent incidents where weapons were used took place between Wood Green and Tottenham in an 8-week period in early 2005. This included the shooting of a 17-year-old on Broadwater Farm, 3 shootings in one day in April, and a hit and run on Wood Green High Road that ended up injuring
3 shootings in one day. I ain't gonna back to you. Once I hear about the first shooting that happened inside the area, I'm gonna be like, let me cool out. Let me cool out, because they already looking. They already on high alert. And then you go and just do some more stuff. Well, obviously 3 shootings happened, so I guess they knew what they was doing, bro. They knew that 12. I guess they don't be doing their job out there. They just be, I mean, I'd be scared too if I was the police. Only thing I got is a stick, and they out here shooting.
an innocent 8-year-old. With these back and forths,
that's goofy stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you. If any of your peoples accidentally unalive a kid, you need to tell them to turn themselves in, bro. Because that kid can't get their life back, bro. So the least they could do is, do the time for what they did, you feel me? Just be a man about it, because it's like, bro, you hitting your ops. Okay, cool, you feel me? You got ops, you feel me? You doing what you got to do. But an innocent kid, bro, nah, bro, you got to turn yourself in or something, bro, because that's goofy behavior right there.
Leading up to another incident in 2005 where this beef reached deadly new heights. As on May the 1st, 2005, 22-year-old Andre Linton from Tottenham is shot dead at close range after his car was surrounded by 6 youths in Wood Green. Somebody involved in the incident was identified as Jermaine Campbell, who courts were told was a member of Wood Green mob. In fact, the very same person had actually been sentenced to 3 years back in 2002 for being part of that notorious Wood Green mugging squad. And after being found guilty of the murder, he would end up being sentenced to 25 years in prison. Apparently showing no remorse to the very end, coldly taunting his victims in court, winking and making shooting hand gestures towards them from the dock. It's no...
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, they be thinking, oh yeah, that's making me look tough. I'm a real life savage. Yeah, you should not be trying to look tough and making people mad while you in court. Because why? You potentially gonna get more time. They probably would have gave you less time, and then they end up giving you more time just because you want to wink and blow kisses and stuff, trying to be like overly evil. You know, when you be too evil in court, they end up feeling less bad for you. And the less bad they feel for you, the more time they gonna give you.
No surprise then that retaliations were seen in the area, with Get Back getting deadly on the 28th of October 2006, when a Wood Green mob affiliate named Jerome Vassell was shot in the head outside of a Wood Green community centre, a shooting which left him brain damaged and paralysed, with it taking over a year for him to succumb to his injuries and eventually pass away.
I ain't gonna lie. I personally would have said, man, they could have just pulled the plug, you feel me, for me. Just because it's like, if I get hit, and they be like, man, yeah, his brain not right, he can't move, just pull the plug. I don't want y'all to be even have to deal with me. You feel me? Just pull the plug in that situation, because honestly, I wouldn't want to live no life like that anyway. If I'm being real with you, bro, we don't condone any diabolical actions inside this documentary.
8 people were arrested in this incident, but none were charged. At this point, the streets were super hot and the beef between these areas was getting serious. And at a certain point, an alliance forms between the Wood Green mob and the Edmonton Shank Stars. And so, stylized in green, Wood Green to Edmonton Green would become known collectively as Green City, with green bandanas signifying alliances between sets that operate in these areas. Suddenly, their beef with the crews in Tottenham throwing up the red bandanas and NPK rocking purple was looking like some real Bloods and Crips shit, or Grove Street versus the Ballers, actually, if you think about it. In 2007,
you see, y'all, people would say, oh yeah, they fake Bloods in the UK. But have y'all ever wondered, maybe y'all the ones that's making them look like fake Bloods? Because since they got red and blue, y'all over here saying, yeah, they got some Bloods and Crips stuff going on. Did these gang members say they Bloods and Crips, or y'all just saying this because they wear red and blue? Because that's two different things now. A person saying they're Blood and Crip, and the person just using the color, and y'all just saying, oh yeah, they Bloods and Crips, because that's what y'all think it looked like. You feel me? And we don't condone anything in this documentary.
And 2008, the beef only intensified with more bloody battles between these two groups taking place. This included another mass brawl outside of a Texaco again, of all places. I swear drill rappers are sponsored by petrol stations or something. Anywho, with so much crime and violence spilling into the streets, the battle between Tottenham and Edmonton would eventually reach the police's radar, especially in November 2007, when a massive street fight took place between members of NPK and Shank Stars, where numerous people were left with stab injuries, and the court being told that those responsible went on to rap about the crimes in songs.
Bro, do y'all do this stuff because y'all actually want to be diabolical and get that get back, or is y'all doing this because y'all want attention? It's both. It's both.
In the end, the police used DNA evidence to slap heavy sentences on members from both sides, and the increased police attention that was placed on the groups around this time definitely had the block hot for a couple of years. And as these years went by, new generations of tough guys emerged from the same areas, eventually inheriting the beef from their elders, and repeating the cycles of violence seen by previous generations. Mass brawls and stabbings in Wood Green continued through 2008, and with police vowing to put a stop to the violence, cops were trying out new techniques of calming things down, including banning people from their own areas to try and stop violence being committed.
What? Bro, no. If I'm paying rent over there, you can't ban me from being over there. Is you gonna pay for me to get to a new house? Is you gonna get me a new crib? Because if you ain't finna get me no new crib, you ain't finna tell me, oh yeah, I'm banned. They're gonna be like, well, you gonna go to jail. Okay, I just found a new area then.
In fact, the guy from this article who was banned from Wood Green was another early rapper called G Money. Again, this was back in 2009, when UK rap that was about street goings-on was referred to as road rap, and at this point there was way less money or clout in the rap game than there would be later when the UK drill scene had flourished. In fact, around this time, many of the young men associated with these areas begun to dabble with music, releasing road.
I know Unc no mad. I'm thinking about it right now. Unc no out here. They like, man, we was doing the same stuff. We was doing worse stuff than them when we was in the streets. We ain't getting no money, no chains, no record label deals. And these people out here, honestly, these young people can't even rap as good as us. And they getting millions of views. That's why Unc them be hating. I know why Unc them be hating now. Because they feel like they've been doing the same stuff as us. And they didn't get no real recognition, no clout, no none of that for real, bro. And then the young people, they doing the same stuff as the old people, and they get $1 million record deals for doing it. I honestly understand why the old people be a little bit mad now.
raps of their own. Tion Wayne from the Nine was dropping songs, and the future OFB pioneers like Heady One and RV were dropping Wood Green disses recorded on their block. But it would be nearly 10 years before rappers from both of these areas would be considered greats. And in that time, there would be an insane amount of bloodshed.
Cause it's like, bro, to really be a mainstream rapper back in the day, it took a lot of work. Nowadays, it's easy to be a mainstream, be a drill rapper and get money.
Individuals would end up being killed on both sides of this beef, and with details about the goings on in the dangerous underworld of North London eventually finding its way into those road raps.
And them road raps, y'all see what be going on out there, bro. They really live the lifestyle that they rap about in the UK, man. We gonna end it right there. You feel me? I only want to do a little 20 minutes to let y'all see what's gonna be going on in the video. Y'all know they really get like that in the UK, you feel me? And if you want more educational documentaries like this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss out on any educational, informational documentaries like this. The reason why I had to end the video is because I had to actually adjust my thing. And I didn't know if it was gonna mess up the video while adjusting it. Yeah, that was the whole thing. I didn't know if it was gonna freeze the video or not, so I just been like, man, let me just end it at 20 minutes. You feel me? But y'all got any requests? Y'all got any requests? Any requests, my boys? I know what I'm gonna do. I got a page. Let's see. This video actually. And where is it? But where can I find the page? I must have scrolled past it. I must have scrolled past it. Pray for Lowski in the UK because M24 said it's smoke. And when it's smoke, that means it's up. I ain't gonna back to you. You don't believe me? Come on, let me show you what's going on in the UK rap world.
M24 has been taking numerous brutal shots at Lowski just lately and was asked about him on a stream.
Listen, I know you got a cousin in this life, innit? Like, that does the drilly thing as well, yeah?
He's my cousin Burner.
That's
the only cousin I got. No one else.
No one else. Hey, cool.
Bro, why do people do that, bro? People be knowing that be their cousin. They be like, oh yeah, I don't got no cousin. Like when people be knowing they know they ops, but they act like they don't know they ops. Like, come on, bro. Just be like, man, I don't want to talk about him. Because everybody know you know him.
Cool. I listened to your new track, innit?
My new track,
Yeah, you're dissing someone, innit? But you blurred it out.
Fuck Lowski, what's wrong with them? That's
Cool,
it.
no.
Fuck my man.
Cool. Listen, I
Bring
want
them
you.
no, fuck my man.
Cool.
What's anything they're not? You know the fucking vibes.
He said, F him just like that. I ain't going to back to you. What did Lowski do? What do Lowski do?
That's it. I ain't got no cousins. Only Ross cousin I got's Burner. The rest of the men in my family, that's it. Gang shit.
People were shocked by this. Huh? M24 and Lowski are cousins? They look familiar, and someone had said man has road beef with his own cousin. Crazy.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't know they was cousins. I really don't. I just found out about M24 literally like a couple seconds ago. But it's not that surprising that he's beefing with his cousin. Like, that's actually a very common thing for gangsters to beef with their cousins, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's normal in every country. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Not too long ago, he linked up with Toronto rapper Top 5, who also don't like Lowski. They had a back and
Not the top driller. You link. Hey, you better watch out. You better watch out, bro, linking up with Top 5.
forth, and they was both dissing Lats, Lowski's friend that had passed away.
From my UK homie.
Come on, you know the vibe. My boy, Top 5.
Can somebody find us that lax?
Okay, find us that,
Big pack.
Yeah, Lowski actually fell out with rappers Presser and Top 5, which M24 has made an alliance with and making music with now, and Lowski explained this on a recent podcast. It seems without realising Lowski disrespected someone from Toronto that passed away, causing all the big rappers to turn on him.
The lesbian. I'm not sure about that. What? Like, that's like he lives in a whole different country, yeah?
Oh, I don't know that guy either, bro. He's just annoying.
That one, that seemed like that escalated quickly. How do you get into?
I don't know him either, bro. He's mad weird.
So you don't know how that one started either?
Nah, I chat to some other youths in Canada that you don't really feel, innit?
I ain't gonna lie, with this blurry camera, he kind of look a little bit like Bloodhound Q50. Am I whooping? Or am I telling the truth?
Okay.
That one is kind of my fault, I reckon. Only because his brethren's really, not his brethren, the youths that he don't deal with have released the tune. And I've quoted the lyrics, but I didn't even deep that it's dissing his dead people, innit? So naturally he's not gonna film, man, but he's going extra far, keep talking and atting me and stuff like that.
The Toronto rappers actually pulled up in Kennington Road to take a picture and been disrespecting his friend that passed away with M24 in that video. So M24 was out here partying and posting up with the guys that was disrespecting Lowski online. They had something in common and they was linking up in the UK.
It's crazy. They literally traveling to a whole different country just to diss some people that they don't like. They were like, yeah, you don't like the same person I don't like. I'm finna come to your country so we could diss them on game.
M24 had been disrespectful about Lowski's friends before, saying their friends are dead. Lol. I've never in my life ran from any Kennington youth in my life. Blanco, who are you? What have you done? I have never in my life seen you. When I was around there, you were never there. Don't ever in your life think you can at me. I don't want to turn your block over again. They just upset because their brethren's gone. By the way, I don't have no ops. All of my ops are dead, in jail, or they're hiding. And those kids spoke about the impact it's had on.
That mean you, bro, how you just gonna say you don't got no ops and then you literally just say all my ops are unalive, in jail, or hiding? So that mean you got ops, my boy.
On him, his friends passing away. Lats was a Harlem Spartans member who was stabbed to death in July 2018. He was found with multiple knife wounds after being pushed off the back of a moped in Camberwell, South London.
The major deaths that like we took, like my brother Lats and Biss, is like, I don't know, man. I thought like the first one with Lats was like, I don't know, just it ruined everything, you know what I mean? Nothing's the same, it won't be the same. So, yeah. But, I don't know, I didn't think that nothing could get worse, you know what I mean? And then Biss died, I was in jail when that happened, so it's like, you know? I don't know.
On Lowski's song Ashes, he says, Biz heard it and speak on Lats, thought how could he? Then he set on him real quick like what's goody? Then he lost his life cause he stood up on some business. Truly he'll still be alive if he was pussy. Lowski has played into it at times and took shots at M24 as well. A fan was rapping on his live and he said he sounds like M24.
I seen it, bro.
Of course you come on, bro.
Yo, I pull up to store my Willie out. The ops like it. I got the Rambo in my pocket. Yo, and I smashed my ops down.
Bro, that I ain't gonna lie to you. The accent while rapping, it's kind of hard to, like, you feel me, take it. I slash my ups down. Can we really take that serious right now? And then the UK people like, do you hear how the Americans talk? No, please explain.
I don't like that, bro.
Yeah, you rap a bit like M24 still. You sound like him. It's hard, my boy.
And M24 just recently had said he doesn't care about family ties, it's gun smoke when he sees Lowski.
Bad boy that turned to a singer. Roki, they ain't got no peas. Can't see me, can't stay low key. I don't care about our family ties. It's not about gun smoke when I see low.
For him saying family ties, maybe someone he knows.
I ain't gonna lie. He low-key was kind of spitting. He was kind of talking that stuff. I ain't gonna bet.
Who's close to Lowski or Lowski himself, are they actually related is the main question being asked on all the blog pages. Now, are these two actually distant relatives some way? M24's from Brixton associated with the 150 crew, and Lowski from Kennington, a key figure in Harlem sport. The areas have had a history of friction. As often we see with rappers, they get dragged into it with their music. Both of them have done their time in jail. Lowski was sentenced to 7 years in 2023 for possessing a loaded revolver tied to Harlem Spartan conflict.
7 years for a revolver, bro? That's diabolical. Y'all be over. I'm not carrying no blicks in the UK. You talking about 7 years just for carrying a blick? Now imagine you get caught using a blick while carrying it. Come on, bro, because you getting 7 years off the back just for carrying it.
While M24 served 6 months in 2021 for knife possession. Lowski on his plugged in said M24.
Now I understand why UK people be using knives over guns. Because the knife, 6 months. The gun, 7 years. It's making sense. It's all making sense now. We don't condone anything in this documentary, though.
24 in the flesh that use effing wash, skis and mop, skis demon pop doors. Really trying to send them off, send them up. She don't want to F with the GBGs, she want to F with the tugs. Obviously Lowski there referenced the M24's most famous song where he says she wanna dance for the GBG. But just recently it's been M24 taking numerous shots at Lowski. But it's not just recently he's had a problem with Lowski, he's dissed them for a while. That plugged in had got removed off Fumes the Engineer's platform, and also we have a live.
You see, I ain't gonna lie to you. You gotta be very determined to be a UK rapper, bro, because the UK, they just be taking down all y'all hard work. And it's like y'all do be diabolical. So I kind of do understand why they be taking it down. But it's like, bro, all these other countries like America get to rap about it and get paid millions of dollars. Like, come on, bro. They going to hear this type of music regardless. So you might as well just let your people get the bag off of it too.
Where he was going off at everyone, Lowski and all of his friends that had passed away.
Then even in my sleep while making raps, get back gang with a new generation got so much facts. I smoke bliss when I'm winding down, when I wake up I smoke on lats. During the daytime I smoke on skits, they inspire me when I'm writing tracks. Let me talk my shit, let me talk my wax. I ain't tryna rap, battle or clash. Are you buzzing, coon gets dashed. When I send my young boys on.
Oh no, I think I'm turning UK. Oh no, a couple months ago I would have said this trash. Why is my ears liking this type of music? I think I'm evolving into a UK person.
Hands on my door again. Call one of them work at last, and we ain't got nothing to do with the crime. But it's always us man getting harassed. Why is Lowski talking a mess that we didn't have my man getting you taxed?
I don't even think we'll see a response from Lowski. It did seem like in that recent interview on Grime Daily coming home from jail.
Why do bro look like a sloth? Y'all telling me he don't look like a sloth? Y'all know how them sloths be looking, those real slow animals. They got the eyeballs that's kind of like slouched down like this. That's how he look.
He's matured a lot and was criticizing drill and the whole genre in general.
Do you know what it is though, yeah? You see the drill that I come through with? You can't come through with that same drill now and take off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because I hear youths and that rapping now, they're rude and all of that stuff, but I'm like, bro, it's not appealing though, man.
I'll be a bit more, it's not just rude.
It's not appealing. Oh, it's not appealing because you not getting the views like the youths is getting off of doing that same type of stuff. Ain't gonna back to you. That's how people get. They be like, man, I can't get the views off of it no more. People ain't trying to listen to the Harlan Spartans no more. So now you ain't messing with it. But you was literally doing the same type of stuff. That's pretty crazy. I ain't gonna back to you.
That's gonna get you through the
Yeah, like, I don't even believe their rudeness though, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, come on, bro, you're being...
He talking about, I don't even believe they rudeness though. What type of statement is that, bro? You don't believe what they saying, that bapping? You gotta say, bro, just say they bapping, bro. That's what you gotta say. Don't say, I don't believe they rudeness. Say they over there bapping, bro. I'm trying, that's what the female, bro. You come to the UK, bro. You inside the UK, bro, and you get to say bap, they bapping, they go, oh, what word is that? Yeah, you gonna have, bro. You probably gonna start a whole trend out there. You start saying people bapping.
I don't know, but man was being mad rude and that, but I don't know, it's not exciting no more.
Both of these guys have been involved with certain people that have been involved in situations that's gone beyond music. Music is just a part that's glamorized. These two both have the potential to be millionaires off this, and focusing on one another through it is just a waste of time. Although some gang rap beefs going back and forth is what sells. People have called them similar for a while. On Reddit, this went viral. Driller TV said on the comment section, if two people grabbed Lowski's legs and another two people grabbed his hands and pulled in opposite directions as hard as they can, they would evolve into M24. And
Bro, bro, why would you even, like, come on now. Like, that just statement itself, like, why was you even thinking of that? Like, yeah, bro. Like, who even thinks of that?
an even more wild situation is the latest updates around the Dig Dat case.
Yeah, Dig Dat, bro. Dig Dat, he crashed out, bro. Dig Dat, he crashed out, man. If y'all don't know, you want to figure out what a crash out is, do your research on Dig Dat, because he most definitely crashed out for sure. But now, since y'all know why M24 got beef with Lowski, even though we kind of don't really know why they got beef with Lowski, he just talked about the beef. I still kind of confused on why they got beef for real. I'm not even finna lie to you feel me? But if you want to watch more educational, informational documentaries like this, then go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you never miss out on any educational, informational documentaries like this. Gotta hit him with the educational information. See, so all these youths out here, man. What do these youths be talking about nowadays? Okay, what do these youths be talking about? Every day I'm becoming more and more UK, bro. Every day. Every day. One day you're gonna look up, I'm gonna be the official UK master. Lord Nate the Third on gang. Real life of youth on gang. Real life. What you want to call me? You could call me a road man on gang. Sir Road Man. That's my UK name. Sir Road Man. On gang. So that's that. If y'all want to know my UK name, bro, I thought about it. It's that now, bro. So that's my name. Y'all want to call me that, bro? Sir Roman. What the helly? What the helly? Let's see. What the helly? Now I gotta get to some short form content. Yup, bro. I'm gonna get to some short form content now. And I'm gonna hop back on live once I get done doing this, cause I ain't finna go to sleep. You know, I hopped on live like 3-4 times. I'm finna edit these videos that I did. And then yeah, I'm finna be right back on live. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm finna post some videos. Be back, you know, it's the first. Rent is due. So I gotta pay the bills, man. Appreciate everyone that tuned into the live stream. I'm gonna be on this in like a little bit. Give me a couple hours. Y'all might be asleep. Y'all might not. You feel me? I'm gonna see when I see y'all, bro. Hopefully y'all be up, bro. I'm out.